Buongiorno a
Buongiorno a
tutti
tutti
e
e
benvenuti
benvenuti
in
in
questa
questa.
meditazione. Ora vediamo di metterci concentrati e guardiamo dentro di noi. Facciamo dei respiri profondi, tratteniamo, lasciamo andare e tratteniamo ancora il respiro. Lo facciamo un paio di volte per portarci nel presente, perché noi respiriamo nel presente. Ora ci alziamo la Kundalini, ci diamo i 7 bandhan e cantiamo i 3 grandi mantra. Ora portiamo l'attenzione sul nostro Muladhara. Chiediamo a Shiva, per favore, rendimi innocente e saggio, fa che io possa compierti. Rendimi umile, così che io possa assorbire le tue qualità ed espanderle intorno a me. Shiva, rendimi degno della tua attenzione. possiamo dire 4 volte il bija mantra di questa deità. Om Gam Ganapataye. Om Gam. Il bija mantra serve a risvegliare dentro di noi il principio di Shiva. Lui è innocente. Tutte queste qualità risiedono già dentro di noi, perché ancora non ne siamo completamente consapevoli. E spesso sono coperte da tante cose che non c'entrano niente con noi. Lasciamo andare tutto, lasciamo che l'energia di Shiva ci renda uno. Se siamo innocenti e saggi come Shiva, siamo anche soddisfatti, perché apprezziamo la qualità che è in noi. Siamo soddisfatti e siamo anche generosi. Se siamo generosi e soddisfatti possiamo compiacere gli altri, in maniera che anche gli altri desiderano di avere. Siamo in una società dove Shiva può regnare, c'è solo gioia. Questa gioia tra di noi fa felice nessuno. E se riusciamo a far felice nostra madre abbiamo fatto quello che dovevamo fare e siamo in gioia con lei. È sempre una cosa reciproca. Ora possiamo cercare di mettere la nostra attenzione proprio sul fatto di essere insieme, perché le vibrazioni quando si è insieme ovviamente sono superiori, molto più potenti. Possiamo dentro di noi l'inizio di questa preghiera, che è la divina essenza della preghiera di Shiva. Fa che le nostre orecchie ascoltino ciò che è vero, fa che i nostri occhi vedano ciò che è vero, fa che i nostri esseri lodino ciò che è divino, fa che coloro che ascoltano non sentano la mia voce, ma la saggezza di Dio, fa che possiamo adorare con lo stesso canto, la forza e la stessa azione, fa che la nostra meditazione ci illumini e ci arricchisca, fa che tra di noi ci sia compassione. Ora cerchiamo di restare qualche minuto in meditazione proprio su questo compassione che tanto manca nel nostro mondo. Ora chiediamo a Madre Kundalini, che è sostenuta dal Muladhara, e Shivanesha la sostiene e la protegge, di portarci in consapevolezza senza pensiero, così che possiamo assorbire le parole di noi. Ascoltiamo le sue parole.
But the principle of Ganesha is extremely subtle, is the subtlest of subtle, and it exists in everything, that it exists in the matter, in the form of vibrations. there is no matter which is without vibrations. It has vibrations which are seen even in the atoms and also in the molecules of all matter that is existing. So Sri Ganesha is the first one who was established in the matter as well. As a result, we can see he exists in the sun, he exists in the moon, he exists in the whole universe, in the whole creation, and he continues to exist in human beings also. And what makes you the feeling that we are now a means, we can say, an instrument, a media, by which we express the Ganesha Tattva all over. That is vibrations. So the vibrations itself about which we are asking, these vibrations themselves are nothing but the principle of Sri Ganesha, is Omkara. And when it is, then what is it? That feeling, as I told you, the Vatsalya, the feeling of love between a child and a mother. That feeling, it is the one that is vibrations between the child and the mother. The distance between the two is vibrations. And that's what one has to feel. That he is a child still, and there's the mother, and mother is bringing the child, giving all the powers to the child, bringing up, loving the child, understanding the limitations of the child, looking after all that, all the sweetness, all the wisdom of the child to be appreciated. That is vibrations. And if you see the subtle side of this, it's not my child. It's not only a limited thing, because it is eternal. It's everywhere. So you cannot have it. In everything you do, I have seen people, the way they handle things in the West. We Indians have to learn also from them. What's happening? So we have to accept for them what is the way to handle also beautiful things, how to look after beautiful things, how to manage beautiful relationships. See, you shouldn't be harsh, you shouldn't be unkind, you shouldn't say things which are insulting to others so that the relationships are broken. So all the relationships that are between human beings and God are through the Ganesha principle. So when it becomes the relationship between you and God, then there are vibrations. And then that same relationship should extend to everything that you do. You should see what things are good, whatever has got vibrations. Today I want to tell you something very important about this all-pervading power we have heard about. These are nothing but vibrations. Parama Chaitanya is nothing but vibrations, where all identities are lost. When the mother is lost, father is lost, we can say, nothing remains, then it is just this vibrations, this subtle Vatsalya exists. That's all. And this is the only thing out of which everything comes and remains in itself. Like we can say that the sun's rays come out and then they try to create chlorophyll. So it's not, that we cannot compare sun with that. Or we can say from the ocean, the clouds come out and they try to nourish the Mother Earth. That's also cannot be compared. Everything is inside. This Parama Chaitanya has got everything inside this. So we can say that everything is nothing but knowledge, is nothing but truth, is nothing but light. But when the folds of these come out, then we get into the folds of that Chaitanya, and then we become ignorant. But there is nothing like ignorance. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Like there is darkness because there is no light. Once light comes, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So ignorance doesn't exist. But what happens that the folds of this ocean into that people go and it is lost. Thus we understand one thing very clearly, that we are in Param Chaitanya. We are made by Param Chaitanya. All the time we are surrounded by it. Only thing is we are sometimes lost in the folds. And why? Why we are lost in the folds is because of our own unawareness. This awareness has to come, that we are part and parcel of that Paramachaitanya. The whole thing is called as Chidvilasa, is the vilas, is the playful enjoyment of God's attention. Now you will say, how can that be? For example, we see the sun. And just to give a simile closer to it, we see the sun and then we see the water. We see the water in the lake, right? There is water because of the sun, we can see the water there. Then supposing we see the mirage. We see the mirage and then we think this is water. We run after the water. But the whole thing is the play of the sun. Whether it's a mirage, whether it's a water, whether it's the sun. In the same way, this Paramachaitanya acts, and what we get lost is in our awareness that we are Paramachaitanya. That's why the play starts. The play starts like day before yesterday's puja. What did we do? We are sitting there, it started raining. So, to prove that I can control rain. So it rained, some people were covering up something, this thing. I gave a bandha. After some time, the rain moved out from the puja to the backside. It was not raining where you were sitting. And after that, it became a sun, and it was so clouded. Sun came, it became sunny. So that's how you have to become aware of the powers of Chaitanya. Now when you give bandhan, what you do is to put the Chaitanya into action. Act here. Though you are supposing in the ocean, but the ocean acts on you all the time. You cannot act on the ocean. You cannot ask water to do this and do that. But as realized soul, you are empowered. Now you can ask water, all right, you dissolve this, you do that. But for that it is important to be the masters. And to become the masters, you see, like a matter becomes a human being. And from human being, you have to become the masters of the matter. And you handle the matter. So we come back to the same. Like agriculture, we can handle just vibrating it. We can handle water, we can handle sun, we can handle moon. Because there's a rapport. Now we are aware a rapport has been established. So all this play is extremely beautiful to me. I see it. But now you all have to know that you all have become realized souls. And you have those powers. So all other nonsensical things that you learn, all nonsensical things you indulge into, you better give up. There's no sense in it. Whatever is sensible you should do, because there's Sri Ganesha within you who is absolutely sensible. He's nothing but sense. He's the giver of sense. So he's the killer of the demons, as they say. He's the one who removes all the ordeals. By how? By improving our awareness. So ordeals do not remain because you give a bandhan, it works out. Now I asked somebody, Phil, I asked him to write down about the miracles. And he says now it has become like a voluminous book. It will be. Because before realization, whatever looked like miracle is no more a miracle. Miracle has lost its meaning. Because now you are empowered and you can do it. It works in everything, in your talent, in your understanding, in your education, in every way. Like there are some boys who said, Mother, you see, we couldn't solve one problem. So we gave a bandhan. Immediately the whole thing came unto us and we wrote it down and they stood first. It has happened with many. So in every action, in everything, whatever you do, you should know it is the Parama Chaitanya that acts. Only thing you have to be aware of yourself and aware of it, it acts. And you just jump into that awareness and it works. And that you have seen. But still, so many people do not know. So many people still, though they know through their brains, do not know in their hearts. And so many people, even if they know in their hearts, they do not act in their attention. So only these three things you have to improve. One is your head, another is your heart, and third is your liver. If you can improve these three organs, this Parama Chaitanya will act. But then all this attention about money, so many people, money, this, that, there's nothing to it. Parama Chaitanya will create everything for you, whatever you want. It may not create money because it doesn't have a mint, but it will create possibilities. Possibilities. And this is something to be understood very well. And it's so blissful to know that now you are aware of the Parama Chaitanya and you can master it. Master it in the sense not that you dominate it, but you ask him like a jinn, you can say, all right, do this, do that. With respect. With respect, it works. All these things are to be understood. Now that we have entered into the kingdom of God means Parama Chaitanya. And that we are very important citizens of that. If one can understand this, then I think Sahaja Yoga can be very successful. Everything will work out. Miraculously, everything will work out. And all those who are not aware about the possibilities to what they can reach, they are thrown out, in the sense in the fold, in the ignorance, so-called, into the darkness. Again, they can come back to light when they have sense. So be forgiving about them. It can happen to you also if you understand that way. I hope today's lecture you have been able to assimilate within yourself. That's very important, to assimilate, to know that you are in the Parama Chaitanya. And that's how you'll become very sweet, you'll become very considerate and very loving, affectionate and wise. That's very important. May God bless you.
Ora possiamo cercare di assorbire completamente le parole di nostra madre, meditando proprio su quello che si è appena detto. Qualche minuto.
शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम अनिर्वचनीय आनन्दिनी सुखकारिणी दुःखहारिणी अनिर्वचनीय आनन्दिनी सुखकारिणी दुःखहारिणी योगसंस्थापनार्थाय अविरत विश्वविहारिणी संघं
possiamo concludere con una bellissima preghiera di un grande santo, Sri Adi Shankaracharya, che dice: con la visione della mia propria arte, fa che il mio balbettare diventi la recitazione del tuo nome, i miei movimenti, gesti di adorazione verso di te, i miei passi, una circoambulazione sacra intorno a te, il mio cibo sia una offerta sacrificale a te, qualsiasi cosa io faccia per il mio piacere sia trasformato in un atto di adorazione a te. Che oggi sia una giornata così, dove qualunque cosa facciamo sia gioia che noi cerchiamo di inviare al Param Chaitanya. Il Param Chaitanya sicuramente sì, perché nostra madre è Param Chaitanya, nostra madre è tu. Buona giornata a tutti e grazie di essere stati qui in questa condivisione bellissima. Jai Shri Mataji. Ora possiamo alzarci la Kundalini, darci il Satobandha e auguro a tutti una splendida giornata.